It is a gorgeous morning outside today. We've had a lot of rain, a lot of cold, but it is a gorgeous morning out here at the farm. It's June 3 or something like that. I gave you a garden tour a few days ago, but today I want to take you into my outbuildings because you don't get to go in them very often. And it's that time of year where we start to go in and get the outbuildings ready for living. So we're going to start here at the she shed. This was built in, I don't know, we'll look inside. This is just a wonderful little shed. It used to be used as a gingerbread house, believe it or not. So they used to sell gingerbread to the people who drove along the road. I just think that's such a fun little tidbit. Probably it was I don't know what else it's been. I mean, it's been an antique shop. Oh, shucks. Oops, okay. That wasp flew in and it flew out again. We're just going to close that door so it doesn't come back in. Here we are in the she shed. Last year, I made curtains so that people could stay in here and have some privacy. It feels so nice and warm in here right now. This was built in 1863. It had a mock ceiling in there at one time. We tore that out. And I love the rafters up there. Aren't they gorgeous? Put this really nice lantern up there, and I did this in a primitive style. I'll tell you, I did the seafoam cream originally. The seafoam cream, that's my favorite color, ironically. And so I haven't bothered changing that, but I think it's a good color for an outside building. It's kind of like I want to be at the sea, but I did end up one fall making this very primitive, and that's the way it stayed. I've made the curtains, I stenciled that design, and then I actually made these beautiful, this fabric, and then I sewed the curtains, so it's pretty cute. I'd like to open this a little bit. Right now, I got to work on that, getting this open. But this is a nice cotton fabric. I'm going to put some of my designs on my website on fabric that you can buy. I don't make a lot of money on that fabric, but it's nice to have, especially if you want to make some curtains. There aren't a lot of primitive fabrics out there, so I'm happy to design it. Oh. Huh. I'm just looking around. Don't mind me. This comes with stained glass windows, and then I have a little bathroom in here, which is super cute. We built a little potty in case someone needed a bathroom at night. It actually goes in this bucket here, and you put these chips in like that, and then it doesn't smell, but super adorable. So there's a little more vintage out here, not all completely primitive, but cute as a whistle. I'm just sitting here looking at this and I'm like, this is so crowded and I don't understand why this looks the way it does. These are my last year's hydrangeas. Look at that. Bring them down and show them off a little. And what's this called? Is this bottle brush? It's so cool. I should hang that. Anyway, okay, I'm not going to start decorating this room while I'm in here. Here I am, just trying to give you a tour, and I'm starting to think about what I want to do in it. We will go in it another time and do something. The other thing is, I like to put red geraniums in the window boxes, and I have not done that in the last few years. Mostly because I just don't want the hassle. Got plants in the way here. You can see my garden is continuing to grow. Okay, taking a walk down to the barn. So the barn, we think, was the first building built here, probably in the 1780s. It's a post and beam barn. It's wonderful. And it's our best outdoor fun in the summer. And now that it's nice out, we can start using it again. We usually use it through fall, and then it just gets too cold and we shut it down for the winter. But we've kind of been working on a plan to do some insulating and heating in here. So, okay, we're in the barn. And oh man, I love this. I love this place. So obviously I have to go through and get it all organized again for the summer. We like to have music stuff in here and people over, and we have family parties, and we were going to actually use it for events, but we haven't filled out all the forms to do that with. So I think we're going to have to get our act together and do some of that. But you can see we have pretty much everything here that you would need for entertaining. We have some plates. I have a lot of storage down here, and then another cupboard over there. Now, I have a lot of extra stuff here right now because I'm actually going to sell some of my lanterns and some of what I have. I just have too much. I just started collecting and going nuts, and now I'm kind of weaning down a little bit. So I have a lot of great primitive items that I am going to put up for sale. And of course, we've got the tables. These are heaters that come in handy in the fall. And back here in the bar section, we do have a refrigerator, a small refrigerator. We have another one that you'll see in a few minutes. We have internet over here. We have a coffee maker. We have pretty much everything we need so that when it comes time to have picnics here, we have the space. This is also really, really handy. I often put the food on here, and so people can go and get the food, but you can even sit there and have a cup of coffee. Oh, I'm just so excited. I just can't wait to get the barn going. So we had bats in here for 8 years. They came with the house and they lived here. There was one big bat. He's probably been here for 25 years. And we could not get those bats out. No matter what we did, we were fighting with them every year. And bats, you don't ever see them for the most part, but you see the evidence of them, and I hated that. So Tom has gone all over the barn and sealed up every hole he could find, and apparently in that corner that I'm showing you, there was a hole put by a woodpecker, and you couldn't see it from out here, but those bats knew to fly in that hole and kind of crawl in, and they loved this barn. But they're gone. They are not here. I am so happy because by this time of year, there would be a lot of evidence. They used to be all over the floors. Now, this is my art room up here. I have my paints and stuff to paint with, and then I have 2 tables set up to give people painting lessons. So we were going to do retreats and stuff when we moved in. We still could. We've done some. Just a few people have come over and done things, but this is where the band stayed and played while these people down here listened during our meet and greet. And guys, our meet and greet is a really good time. So if you can at all think about coming in October, I'll have to start to post things about it earlier this year and get it all set up. But I am going to use the barn as a little stage for some videos. And, oh man, I'm so excited. I'm so happy there's no bats in here. I can't even tell you. It just opens up a whole new world. Although, we do have to take care of this. Oh boy. Another job for poor Tom. Okay. I'm going to come over here, close up the barn. One year we had squirrels in here. They made a mess. So we have had no evidence of critters. I'm actually wondering if the squirrels also got in that hole that was up there, left by the woodpeckers. Here we go. This is something typical in the summer. Tom does his weeding and he throws it in the path. He just leaves it there. Okay. Back here, one of my favorite parts of the yard, because it's really far away from the traffic. We have a place to set up a fire pit. We've got storage. And then we have an outdoor shower. Or two, if we ever get the other one set up. We haven't even set up our outdoor shower. Things are kind of off. Oh, this is the one that Tom made last summer. And we didn't finish it, you can see. But I kind of liked putting a wood floor in. We have to build this up a little. I feel like people could see under us. But so a shower here and a shower over here. This shower is broken. Tom has to fix that too. He said it's not such an easy job. So we've got some things. What we call the camp room. Big step. Every time I go into all these buildings, it's like the first time I've ever been here. It's like it's all new and it's all wonderful. You can see I have some extra stuff in here too that I need to get rid of. I'm going to have a big sale, guys. If not before, I'll have it in October and put out some really great things. I've got a lot of extra canvases. I do a lot of my canvas storing in here. And oh, I even have extra sheet set. Well, how weird is that? Huh. This is very strange. I don't even remember buying it. That is so weird. So yeah, there's a lot of room to do, a lot of work to do in these rooms. They're a mess. So I'm going to have to come in and do all of that. It's time to set everything up. Now, let me lock this room up. There's one more room I want to show you. So there's this middle room here. And if you see this, you can see this is where the horses stuck their little heads out. So this would have been a horse barn. And then this room right here would have, it actually was kind of a garage. It had a cement floor. And so we redid this room one of the first years that we moved in. There's a refrigerator in here right now. So this comes in really handy when I have big groups because I can put things in that refrigerator. You can see the floor is cement. And that's how the whole floor looked. It had been a poured slab at some point or another. And then we do have a little potty in there too, just in case. You know, it's another one of those little lovable loo things. I'm going to take you in here though. So we have a sliding door on here and we rebuilt the floor, and slowly but surely we've been going through this whole building and insulating this too. So this side of the wall is the original outside of the barn from the 1700s. So cool, right? Now there is a pipe there because they at one time had water in the barn. So there's a pipe, which is kind of crazy, but whatever. And I'm not sure what this is, but you can see there was a door up there too. So they built this part of the barn, we're thinking in the early 1900s, these 3 rooms. We're thinking the Russian Bear built this, attached to that barn. So I have turned it into a yoga studio slash bedroom kind of area. It's very boho. It's not primitive like the rest of my house, although I do have some primitive portraits in here just for fun. But we have a wood stove in here. This was my yoga studio. And then when COVID hit and I stopped doing yoga, then we had all these beds and all these mattresses, and I started filling it in so that people could come and have like a bunk room, which I thought would be really, really fun. So that's what this is. It is a bunk room. But I am going to start doing yoga, I think. I'm planning on it. Start doing yoga on YouTube. A really soft, restorative, nice yoga, the kind that stretches you out, that keeps you from your aches and pains, the kind that helps you sleep better, not the kind that kills you. So that is something that I will let you guys know when I start it up. I'm going to be calling it Restored, and it's to restore you. So that's going to go in this room. And we're back outside. What a beautiful, beautiful day. I really want to take an outdoor shower today. I wish those were working. So, yeah, this is the other part of my life. And this is actually, oh, I left the lights on in the barn. I have to take care of that. This is